When doing cold outreach, it's common to ask the same question: how many emails do I need to send? And that framing is precisely why most outreach underperforms. Some practitioners cite a rough range of 50 to 100 contacts per client, with 3 to 7 follow-ups before someone converts. You'll find that figure across cold outreach guides, and it's not wrong exactly, but it's nearly useless on its own. It collapses wildly different scenarios into one number. A founder with a tightly targeted list and a sharp offer might convert in far fewer touches. A generic blast to thousands might never convert, regardless of volume. The number you need isn't fixed. It's a readout of decisions you've already made upstream. Most people treat touch count as the input. It's actually the output. So what are the real inputs? Well, 3 variables determine how many contacts it takes. First, list quality and targeting precision. A list of 500 contacts who closely match your ICP will outperform 5,000 loosely relevant names. Sending to the wrong people doesn't just fail, it wastes budget and erodes your sender reputation with every bounce. Second, offer to audience fit. If what you're selling solves a problem your recipient has right now, well then fewer touches are needed. If the fit is weak, then no volume of follow-ups fixes that. The offer has to land before the sequence can work. Third, message relevance. A personalized email referencing something specific to the recipient, their industry, their actual problem, will consistently outperform a generic template at lower volume. Signal-based outreach, which is reaching out after a trigger like a job change or funding round, tends to see meaningfully higher reply rates than just generic cold blasts. Fix one of these 3 and your required touch count does drop. Fix all 3 and you're running a fundamentally different campaign. So here's what volume-first thinking skips over. High-volume outreach without relevance damages your sender reputation. Email providers track things like bounce rates, spam complaints, and engagement. Cross certain thresholds and deliverability collapses. Future email lands in spam, even for people who'd have opened them. There are also legal obligations. In the UK, cold email to individuals is regulated under PECR, the Privacy and Electronic Communications Regulations. Sending to the wrong contacts without a legitimate interest basis creates a real compliance risk. And every campaign either builds or burns the infrastructure your next campaign depends on. So here's the thinking reframe and the rule you can apply today. Before asking how many emails to send, ask what would need to be true for me to need fewer contacts. That question points you at the right levers. Is your list actually targeted or just large? Does your offer solve a problem your recipients have right now? Is your message specific to them, or could it be sent to anyone? Audit those 3 things first. If targeting is loose, tighten it before scaling volume. If offer fit is weak, well, no sequence length fixes that. If your message is generic, well then personalize it before sending more. Volume is the output of those decisions, not the input. Fix the inputs and the contacts you need falls naturally. There's no reliable universal number, but there is a reliable process for reducing whatever number you currently need. If that was of value, subscribe to the channel for one real business question answered every video. For the same clarity in writing, the newsletter and website is 5minutebusiness.com.